Okay, so I'm doing a quick review of a speaker ottoman I got for Christmas. Yeah, I tore some of the surrounding out. I do feel kind of bad about it, but it's no big deal. If I really liked it that much, I could just stitch some new stuff in there. But let's get inside. So inside, it's pretty hollow, pretty empty. Those are 10-watt speakers. Pretty... But that's weird. Look at that. That magnet looks a little old and beat up, and that one looks brand freaking new. What the hell? Look at that. It's like got fucking rust on it or something. I mean, and it's chipped there. What the fuck? Oops, dropped my camera. So, there's the magic and all the circuitry, which is done pretty cheaply too. I mean, look at that. It's a freaking zip tie, which, by the way, wasn't even cut. Had this big plastic thing hanging off until I cut that off. It's held together with super glue. It looks like they did a really shoddy, really cheap, shoddy job in here. Look at that. These cords are so... I've got no depth perception with the camera. These cords are a lot longer than they need to be. It's kind of cheap. They could have at least strapped them down somewhere or wadded them up or something. But this may look like white van scam quality, but it sounds pretty good actually. I was surprised. These little, I don't know, I'm guessing 2.5-inch 10-watt speakers with, decent, I guess they're pretty big for 10-watt speaker magnets. It sounds pretty good. It's got a lot of bass, but that's just because all the sound's able to echo in here. And it's Bluetooth and has a battery. Yeah, there's the battery. Not very big, not very impressive, but this thing's 20 watts RMS, so doesn't need a big battery. And that's a lithium battery, so what else to want? And there's your knobs for the volume and the bass. And by the way, the bass does not control the bass. I'll spin this thing around here. You've got your bass knob and your volume knob, and this bass knob doesn't control the bass. And matter of fact, it controls the treble. And you're probably thinking, why do you have it turned all the way down? Well, when you turn it all the way up, all you've done is just put the treble at 0. When you turn it down, the treble's 100%, and I swear to you, there's like absolutely no difference in the bass quality. And I don't like that little LED. It's kind of annoying. I'm glad you get an indication. It tells you it's on. Oh yeah, 5 volts there. But I don't know. I just really cheaply thrown together. Like, probably not even made in one of the better factories in China. It's got a little bump there, and that's from the do not remove by penalty of law. Yeah, like I'm going to leave that on there. But, it doesn't look too bad. Looks alright. It's got nice coverage for the speakers. They're flexible. And it's pretty sturdy and very light. I could pick this thing up with my pinky. It weighs nothing, but, it's totally hollow and it's made of plywood, so it shouldn't be heavy. But it's actually worth $100, Sounds good, looks nice. Just really cheaply put together. I don't really care, because, it sounds good and it works fine. But it just looks like they didn't even try. It doesn't have any, when you look in here, I don't know if you can see any with the camera, but I did not see any capacitors in here at all. know. Let me focus that there. I don't know if you can see any in there, but I freaking see no capacitors at all. No transistors. Not like it needs a transistor. It's not a radio, but really cheaply put together. I mean, if that thing shorted out, it'd probably catch on fire. Look, those are screws. This whole thing's just been screwed and stapled and hot glued and whatever the fuck this thing is. I don't even know why that's there. It's just like, it looks like tape, but it's just this velvet rope stuff. But you know, again, I'm really surprised. The horrible build quality equals good sound. Who'd have thought?